And we are live, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. Welcome to Kirbside Network. I'm your host, Jay Kirby, and we are here for Renegade Rangers Season 2. I am absolutely shaking with excitement. We've got some returning Rangers. We've got a new Ranger. And we've got a new game master for this particular game. Tim has decided to take the reins for Season 2. And I am very intrigued to see where he goes with this. But thank you, everyone, for your support. But as always, like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram, tap the little bell on your YouTube app so you never miss the uploads. We have been posting a lot to Instagram. So if you guys missed the show, we are going to be sending clips that way. We're also going to try to start doing more on TikTok. We recorded, before we went live, the Patreon exclusive behind the scenes. So if you want to see behind the scenes videos, if you want to see what it's like before we hit the live button, subscribe to our Patreon. And every little bit that you guys give us from Patreon, from Twitch streams, from subscribers on Twitch, all of that money goes right back into the show so we can bring you a bigger and better show every time. Like another season of Renegade Rangers, which is bigger and better than last time. But none of this can be brought to you without our friends Collected Comics and Games here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. What don't they have? They've got comic books, they've got minis, they've got paints, they've got collectibles. They've got everything your little nerdy... They have dice. Don't get ahead of me, Deacon. Okay? There's someone else more important for dice tonight. But they have everything under the sun that your little nerdy heart needs. They have 2 locations here in the DFW area. So go check them out. That's Collected Comics and Games. And much like my co-host to the left of me has said already, we do, in fact, have a dice sponsor because you can't play a tabletop game without dice. So shout out to ST Way Gaming. Jason and his family are working tirelessly to bring you guys some of the best dice and accessories out there on the market. They literally reached out to me 2 days before we went live and told us how excited they are for Season 2. So shout out to them. We couldn't do it without them. And then, of course, none of this can be provided to you without, money, because, that's the way the world works. And what is the place where money's made? Merchandising, where the real money's made. Ladies and gentlemen, check out our merch team, Peach City Inc. They have 100% pre-washed, pre-shrunk, exclusive designs. Reese over there in the corner is rocking their House Love t-shirt. They're one of the best t-shirts out there. They have so much good art. They have done partnerships with Austin St. John, the OG Red Ranger, with Wild Force Yellow, with Campbell Cooley who's voiced multiple villains, Dan Southworth, who's the Quantum Red Ranger. They've got their hands in a lot of Ranger business, so they are perfect for a stream like this. And a little shameless self-plug here, they will also be with us tomorrow at Texoma Comic-Con in Durant, Oklahoma. Myself and Cody will be there doing interviews and doing press. Peach City Inc.'s going to be in the house. And the OG Red Ranger, Austin St. John, will be there as a special guest. So if you're a big Ranger fan and you're in the DFW, Texoma area, go check it out. It's going to be a blast. And now, Tim, I'm going to have to delay you for about 45 seconds as I show us our new intro video. Brought to you by our friend Brian Price, our art director. This thing is amazing. Please enjoy. And we're back. Tim, the floor is yours.
Okay. For those of you who are with us in season one, welcome back. For those of you who are joining us for the first time, welcome. The story begins much how a lot of these stories begin. 6 teens with attitude are chosen by an interdimensional being in a time tube, and they are bestowed with superpowers based off of dinosaurs in an effort to stop an evil empress from taking over the Earth. That's the story that you know. This is the story that you don't know. This story started with 6 young adults with attitude that were found worthy of the Power Ranger powers, chosen more by the morphing grid itself, with no Zordon, Alpha, or Mentor to speak of. They kind of had to stumble and find their footing as superheroes on their own, and having nothing but each other to rely on. Scotty, Stevie, Deacon, Sky, Marcel, and Troy were the next generation of Power Rangers. That story culminated in a showdown with Ivan Ooze. And shortly after his destruction, the Rangers returned to Angel Grove University. Life returned to normal for a time. The 6 Rangers enjoyed the typical lives of being a Power Ranger. There was school, there were bullies, and there were monsters every week. But the stability of this life was not to last. The team kind of used its own recognition of the Power Ranger show to kind of go off of their own lives. And they started noticing that things were off. Enemies and monsters from different times, different seasons of the show started appearing. Everything seemed out of order, chaotic. The attacks became more frequent. The villains did not adhere to the weekly attack formula from the show. They learned very quickly multiple factions of these villainous foes under the leadership of the likes of Lord Zed, Empress Rita, the Machine Empire, and many others started working together to overwhelm the Rangers. With pressure mounting, the powers being stretched to their limits, the final blow was on its way. And the final departure from the storyline of the show, shall we say, the rallied villainous factions launched an attack on the command center itself, and it did not take them 5 years to do so. Quickly, what was left of the command center, which was already in disarray, was destroyed. The grid was shattered, destroying the Mighty Morphin powers and dealing the team their most devastating defeat as Rangers. With no mentors, no Zordon or Alpha, or any magical Deus Ex Machinas to speak of, the team mutually decides to split up. And they all look for answers, hoping to find other Rangers, other powers, anything that could even the odds, and any answers on how to repair the grid. More importantly, the timeline that they know is corrupted. In your time away to pursue these answers, things have deteriorated in Angel Grove. Many of those many of those villain factions have spent their time laying waste to Earth. Angel Grove has kind of become the epicenter, kind of a ground zero for their efforts. The alliances among these groups, however, were short-lived, and soon enough they turned on each other. This turned into a warring factions of villains fighting over territory and for who could be the last one standing over a pile of rubble. Each of you has chosen a new path, or has been chosen. New powers, allies, your search for aiding and taking some of you even to the far reaches of space. And that's where we're going to pick up. So, we will start in the far reaches of space. We're going to fall on Scotty Peters, focusing on a command center. Scotty, you have just returned from a very recent mission to the planet of Aquitar. Some of the Aquitar Rangers asked for SPA's help on fighting a invasion from Divatox and her followers. You aided the Aquitar Rangers and kept Divatox's forces at bay, fought them to a stalemate, and they retreated to the far reaches of space. You have recently returned, hoping to make your report on what has happened in Aquitar. You even were put into a leadership role as it pertained to the Aquitar Rangers because the white Aquitar Ranger had been lost many years ago. So she fell in battle. So your last few days have been battling Quantrons, a couple encounters with Ecliptor. But no definitive blow was struck. You've been informed by SBA, as you return, of a security breach that happened during your absence. The most that you know now is that an intruder broke in undetected, knocked out a few of the cadets that were on watch, and left with something extremely valuable. You haven't been told what it was, or who this infiltrator was. But you know it's of something important. And now, on your personal communicator, you've been given a message and you've been summoned by Chief Anubis Kruger to go to a briefing. You assume this is about your mission, but also maybe to shed a little more light on your situation as far as what it has happened in your absence. And that's where we're going to pick up. You are in your quarters, Scotty.
Yep.
And if you would, present your character.
Yeah.
And the floor is now yours.
As some of you can see from the artwork, Scotty is a fairly young gentleman, red hair. It is currently in the process of being slicked back for his more, formal, almost borderline military police-esque look. You know, he has to be in a certain way in uniform. Can't have bedhead. He has not donned his vest yet, as he's just kind of looking at himself in the mirror. Great. I'm off world for weeks. Come back immediately. Have to get called into Kruger's office. All right. We got this. As he adjusts himself, he's gained a little bit of size from season 1. He's still relatively slim, but he's gotten less trimmed for his football season and more muscular from the constant fighting and the constant training. As he adjusts his vest, zips it up and adjusts his SPA nameplate. It's a gold bar across and then his name, Peters, directly underneath it. Finishes combing his hair. All right, let's see what Kruger wants. As he turns off the radio in his quarters as he is listening to his favorite band, Kiss. It was, in fact, one of his favorite songs. Shouted Out Loud was playing at a calming 200 decibels, just blowing out, the speakers in someone else's room. God, I love that song.
For your your shameful, shameful plug of Kiss. You can go ahead and take a D6 inspiration because
Yeah.
you knew who your GM was.
Hey, that's Scotty's favorite band, man. He can go
Uh-huh.
all day talking about Kiss.
Uh-huh. Sure.
Um, but
Wonder what that's like.
as he turns the music off, he all right, let's go see what Kruger wants. He steps out into the hallway, and almost immediately, like, two cadets stop and salute him as Scotty has been promoted to lieutenant in SPA, and he's just carry on, just out of the way, please.
Of the two cadets, you see that one of them has like a bandage wrapped around like his head. This is actually the taller one of the two, and you have ran into this cadet on several occasions. You're on first name basis with him. His name is Sky.
I see what you did there. Scotty's probably a couple inches taller than him. He's pretty tall as in general. He's about 6'2", 6'3", but then he's also wearing his uniform boots, so he just gives him that much more as he kind of like stands over Sky and is like, "Hey, bud, yeah, look like you were part of that break-in. How's your head?"
You see as he kind of tenses up a little bit and kind of then relaxes because clearly a nerve has been touched. Um, we've recovered. There's a bit of a clenching of his jaw and a tightness to him. Uh, Go ahead and I'm gonna say for this, go ahead and give me an alertness check.
Hey, I'm really good at that actually.
First roll of the game.
First roll of the game because I have edge on alertness. And before is 13.
13, good enough, yeah. You notice that Sky is wearing the recent failure on his sleeve. There's, like I said, tight jawed. He hasn't clenched in about 5 years. It's he hasn't unclenched in about 5 years, and yeah, there's a tightness to him.
Without saying much, Scotty just puts a hand on his shoulder. I'm going to figure out who did this, and we're going to take care of it. You make sure you get yourself taken care of. Make sure whatever doc told you in the med bay that you do on your daily basis, and make sure that you're in tip-top shape.
Thanks, Scotty. Sir.
Don't worry about it. And Scotty will continue down the corridor towards Kruger's office.
I'll tell you, as you're walking away, he kind of calls back to you as you're walking away. I never got a good look at him.
Don't worry. I
Whoever
will.
whoever it was, they sneaked up on us.
Thanks for the heads up.
As you head to the war room,
Yep.
which you find out it is not, in fact, Chief Kruger's office.
Mm.
He is pulling you to a war room that is meant for team briefings, which is strange because, as far as you know, it's only supposed to be you and him.
I was going to say, team briefings, there's two of us.
Mm-hmm.
All right, all right.
The automatic doors slide open in front of you.
Walk in, give Chief Kruger a salute.
Immediately returns it.
Afternoon, sir.
Delta Ranger. You notice it does. I'm not even gonna make you roll for this. You notice that there are two occupied chairs with their backs to you, two people having a conversation before that you walked into the room.
May I sit, sir?
And one of the figures at the chair goes, "Yes, Delta Ranger, you can sit." And he spins around, and you see Commander Adam Park.
Oh, oh. he Scotty will like adjust his posture. He kind of like slouched in the chair a little. Like, okay, it's another brief. Let's get the brief over with. As soon as he sees Commander Parker, just
The other chair spins around, and it's Commander Campbell.
oh,
Aisha Campbell.
yep, yep. Um, ma'am, sir, welcome.
Commander Park speaks up immediately. "Delta Ranger?" And he kind of drops a little bit of the formality. He goes, "Scotty, how'd it go?"
It was tense, but we fought them back to a stalemate and pushed them into a retreat.
By the way, I believe I misspoke earlier, which I'm going to correct now. I think I said Divatox, and I apologize. I meant to say Astromina, and
Okay.
I just
You did say Divatox.
I apologize.
Astronomer.
I can't even get it right when I have the notes sitting in front of me sometimes.
How
Sorry.
dare you, sir?
Bill just kind of adjusts. He goes, Astronomer's forces were very aggressive in their attacks, but Aquitar has good defenses. It's a strange planet with a lot of water, so it helped keep those robots at bay. And I think I got a couple shots in on Ecliptor. He wasn't too happy about it.
We've always maintained decent relations with the Equatians, so it was good that we handled that crisis, and especially in a timely manner.
Of course.
However, and he kind of leaves a dramatic pause there, and Commander Campbell picks up. "It's what happened in your absence which concerns us. We had a security breach."
I've heard. Any casualties? I saw some of the collateral damage, but I wasn't briefed on anything more than that.
There's a bit of a quiet uneasiness before they start. And Commander Campbell proceeds to go into the security breach that happened in your absence. Someone broke into the containment area. They stole some items. 6 data cards to be exact. You know, as the first ranger, this is your primary mission. The safety of those 6 data cards.
I am more than aware.
And you know that the 6 criminals preserved in those data cards are our number 1 priority.
Yes, ma'am.
We need to send you after whoever stole these and bring those cards back.
Permission to speak freely?
Granted.
Just point me in a direction. I'll head there immediately.
Commander Park kind of cuts in. He goes, "And if they have been released from those data cards, you are to bring them in, subdue them, return them to the data cards. Alive."
Understood.
You know that the long-term plan here is to rehabilitate them and find a way to purify each one of them.
Yes, sir.
There's a moment of silence, and then Chief Kruger speaks up, and "Commanders, I blame myself. I'm the one that sent him on the mission to Aquitar. The cards never would have been stolen if I hadn't sent him. they immediately kind of quell his anxiety. We couldn't leave Aquitar to their own. Don't blame yourself. Scotty knows what has to be done. It's the reason that we made him Delta Ranger. Bring the psychos back.
Yes, ma'am.
You're dismissed.
Stands up, salutes, and walks out. And as soon as he gets like outside the door and takes the left towards his room, he just back against the wall, just crap, crap, and he very quickly starts headed to his room to pack his gears. He's just crap. This is bad. This is bad. And then it more goes inside his head, and then instead of out loud, so people don't just hear him muttering to himself in the hallway.
I was about to say, are you pulling the Jackie Chan bad day, bad day, bad day, bad day, bad day?
Yeah. While you're packing, one of the computer screens in your quarters flickers to life. An instant transmission pops up and immediately opens, and it is dossier information for each Psycho Ranger for each keycard.
Yep.
This is the GM asking Cam now. Do you have that info?
I still have that
Do I
info.
need-
Yes.
You still have the info?
Yes.
Do I? Okay. I was just asking if I needed to send it to you again.
I should have it saved. I'm pretty sure I have it pinned in a message so that I can. Yep, I have it pinned so I can have access to it. Pronto.
Okay.
Oh. He's just staring at the screen like this. He's just out of the frying pan. ...
And with that, the camera's going to cut and we're going to pan to one of our other Rangers. Which takes us to right in front of Mercer Labs. Stevie Cortez. Stevie, you are reporting for work. It's a normal day. I mean, normal as it has been for the past 3 to 5 years. It's kind of difficult to maintain a life of normalcy with things getting as bad as they have been. Just in the world around you. Recently, Dr. Anton Mercer's mood swings have started to become a bit of a problem. And you and your coworker have found it to be very distressing in the recent days. But Terry's been a good friend to you, and both of you kind of lean on each other to kind of get through the workday.
So as she is, I assume they have a shared office.
You do. And you do have a shared office with Terry, and both of you have been put on an experiment of basically cleaning dinosaur fossils for Dr. Mercer for an expose that's upcoming.
Oh yeah. To which Stevie takes great zeal in doing this. As they are working in their office, when she walks by her desk, there is a picture of all of her friends next to a picture of her family. And in the middle of both of those is an orb-like object that is sitting on a pedestal. And she takes a moment to just kind of talk to the pictures and she's just hoping that everyone is okay and everyone is safe and that she's going to do whatever it takes to do her part. And she puts on like her gloves, protective gear, and whatnot, and she just bounces over. Morning, Terry.
You see as Terry is already kind of clocked in early, is already hard at work on the very fine cleaning of this dinosaur fossil that is one of the newer finds for the lab. Um, Basically, you see this. I mean, he's roughly 6'1", longer hair that's kind of parted in the middle. It's kind of like that early 2000s uh uh like Guy Pixie, the Guy
Okay.
Pixie cut that's kind of parted in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
And you see as he's already like gloved up and suited up for work, and you just see that these eye protection that he's wearing are just making his eyes look 4 times bigger than what they really are. And you just see as he looks up and he goes, "Hey, Stevie, uh, tread lightly. He's in one of his moods today."
Oh man, and she's pulling miraculously is able to pull all of her hair that looks like a lion's mane into like a neat bun so that she can be able to start her work. Um, has he been like has he brought up any like of the weird phrases again or
This
anything?
time he doesn't even look up. He's just brushing this fossil and maintaining the conversation with you. One can barely get a word in without him saying something like Dino Jim, Tyrannodrone,
Hmm.
all of these special projects of his.
Yeah. I wonder what and she starts working as well. Does he have another team that's on that one or 'cause
You
I
see
haven't heard
his,
anything.
yeah, you see his, Terry kind of looks at you and kind of looks around to make sure nobody else is in earshot, and he goes back to work. And I'm convinced there is another lab, just don't know where.
Hmm.
The amount of
Like
work
like
that he claims is happening, it's more than what we're doing here.
you think with a guy like that, it'd be kind of easy, or actually no, he can easily cover his tracks, which makes things even harder. Hmm. Have
But
you tried to do a little following on him?
when I can, he stays to his office, he keeps the shutters closed, the doors locked. If we were gonna try to figure out what he's up to, we're gonna have to sneak in there and go through his personal records to know for sure. And he's been
Hmm.
acting suspicious for the past few months.
Okay. How about you keep an eye when he leaves, and then I'll go in. Anyone asks any questions, just one of his assistants helping out. Shouldn't be too weird.
Okay, if you want, I'll call him in here and ask for help on what we're working on.
God,
I'll distract him. You see if you can sneak in and go through some of his files.
we'll be in there lickety split.
Just as a suggestion, maybe come up with an excuse for why you're there in case this goes south.
Got it. I was looking for his secret recipe for chili. Works every time.
The Krabby
Okay.
Patty secret formula.
The Krabby Patty secret formula. You got it. All right. So, I'm going to make Terry do a performance. You are definitely see how am I? Yeah, this is going to be an infiltration role.
That's cool. And
Uh,
given that we talked about some rules regarding
yes.
infiltration, because I don't have any stats in that one.
One plus. Okay.
I get that.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
So this is going to be three rolls. Stevie made one, I made another, and I need one of the other party members to volunteer to roll a d20 for me, a straight d20 roll.
Lana.
Lana? Okay.
Do it. You got a 5.
Thank you.
I'm testing
Stevie.
your luck to see how reliable you are in the future.
Okay, Deacon.
Yeah, I will always volunteer. That's
Yep.
probably not a good thing.
Okay, Stevie, if you don't mind, what did you roll?
So that first roll is going to be a 13.
Okay. 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 Didn't know this was going to happen so quick. Cool. Um,
Oh no.
Stevie,
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
here's what happens. Terry immediately kind of goes to the door to Dr. Mercer's office and does a gentle knock. There's a very abrasive, "Who is it? What?" And Terry kind of pokes his head in. "Sir, we could really use your assistance on some of this that we're working on." And he's like, "Fine, fine. One moment." Not a moment that goes by. Dr. Mercer comes out of his office and starts heading to where Terry's workstation is. All right, what? Well, what do you need help with? I literally just asked you to clean this. Did you do a sponge? What did you use, Terry? And Terry's kind of like, sir, and he has Dr. Mercer distracted for the time.
To which Stevie slips in.
Okay, you slip into Dr. Mercer's office. You immediately see it's fairly simple setup. You do see like a glove bag off to the right, which sometimes Dr. Mercer will take a really important fossil piece or something that he personally wants to work on. It's rare, but he has this huge glove bag container in case he does want to use it. You notice his personal computer set at his desk in the center of the room. Also, file cabinets to the back.
So I'm gonna go straight to the file cabinets and start flipping in there very quickly.
Okay. For this, one moment. Bouncing back and forth between pages here. Okay, so for this, I'm gonna say hmm. I'm gonna call this a science roll.
Cool beans. Come on, roll together. Cool beans. That is going to be a 15.
15, not bad. So you kind of quickly flip through a lot of his files. Luckily, there is a coordinated system of organization here,
Oh, yeah,
and
I can count on Dr. Mercer to make sure everything is so neat.
it is alphabetical. So you just
Use it
immediately
against them.
start. I'm going to ask you, what are you looking for? Is there a certain word that you've overheard, a certain project that you've overheard that you're trying to look for?
Yes, because otherwise, she's just gonna look for secret, and that's probably not gonna be helpful.
It's an S. Secret files are an
Fi-
S.
File that says "Do not open."
Yes.
I'm serious. Don't open this.
Access code is access code. Um,
But we're gonna look for D, maybe for Dino Gem.
okay.
I was gonna say it sounds like you're about to get rickrolled if you go down the other path.
You do find, in fact, a lot of information on what Dr. Mercer has been studying on dino gems, specifically the ones that he knows exist. For a fact, this is the obvious one. He knows that the yellow one exists, and ever since it bonded with you in that accident in the lab, he has not been very kind to you.
Right.
However,
Um,
there is a few others that he knows exist. He claims that he knows that a red and a blue dino gem exist. And the files, he claims that they're in his possession. What you do find a little bit of secret, but it was in the dino gem folder. You found out that there is, in fact, one that he believes exists and has not been uncovered yet. He believes that there's an existence of a green dino gem. He
hmm.
knows, and in each of those files, he knows that with each dino gem, they have adverse or in some cases, positive effects on whoever is bonded to them, usually giving them some type of enhanced ability.
Yep.
In your case, you have already been acquainted with this. In your case, it was a sonic scream.
Mm-hmm. Got to keep that excitement down.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But his files indicate that there is a green dino gem, and he's convinced that it exists.
Hmm. Is there a location that is on there that he thinks it might be?
Give me one more science roll, please. We're going to see how far.
Oh, I'm sorry, that was big cock.
Okay.
Cool beans. 22.
Let's go.
Hell yeah.
What you find out is he is convinced that the recent skeleton that you guys have been cleaning and working on might hold the green dino gem. He believes that they were buried in a similar place. It is very possible that the green dino gem was in the same place as this skeleton. And just for those of us who are curious, well, what dinosaur was this? You know that you have been cleaning the remains of raptor fossils.
Ooh.
Hmm. Okay. So with that information, um, she's going to close close up the file, shut the door, and she's going to, knowing that she probably doesn't have a whole lot of time left, going to start leaving.
As you're shutting the files, you overhear in a very loud and kind of uncharacteristically loud voice of Terry Smith, Principal Randall, what are you doing here?
So she's
Nice
going
weather.
to start turning so that she can leave.
As you go, I'm going to ask you to give me another infiltration check.
Oh boy. Hooray! 15.
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
What was that? Ooh.
What was that ooh for,
I say,
huh?
ooh. I thought that 15s are
See,
usually
now-
pretty good.
About to say, I
Wait a
was
minute.
like,
Wait a
way to
minute.
throw a wrench.
Oh, hold on.
So
a second.
as you crack open the door, as you're leaving, you note that Mercer is right there with Terry, and he's kind of browbeating Terry for the typical. And at that, you notice as their attention is taken away towards the door to the labs, and a fairly attractive woman, kind of naturally skin, dark hair, kind of pulled up into a bun in a business suit, walks in. It is Principal Randall from Reefside High.
Yeah, Stevie would probably recognize her from like a not a career day, but just field trip in the museum.
Yeah.
That's weird.
I'm sorry. What hell is this where we're in the apocalypse and there's still high school?
Still an apocalypse.
That's how you know you're in hell. That's how you know.
America.
I was about to say, in the real world, kids are unfortunately still
Have
still have to
twice
go to
as
school.
much homework.
Ha-
We
Womp,
lived through an
womp,
apocalypse
womp.
and still had to go to work. What are you talking about?
Sir, we've lived through like 5 apocalypses in our lifetime.
And I
And a-
still
and a
had to go
plague.
to work.
I feel old.
Yeah. So, Stevie, you are gently trying to stealth your way out of the room.
Oh yeah.
Tippy toe, tippy toe.
Don't be
Okay.
suspicious.
Yeah, probably gonna do something silly like
Don't be suspicious. Don't be
Don't
suspicious.
open the
suspicious.
door
Don't be
and
suspicious.
she's gonna
Don't be
crouch
suspicious.
down
Suspicious.
and like go really low on the floor and then like close it very.
Right at that, with your back turned and gently closing the door, you hear the voice of Dr. Mercer behind you. Miss Cortez.
Morning, doctor.
Can I help you?
I was just looking for you.
Roll
Um,
a roll a deception check.
hold on, I think I have something for this. Yes, I do.
Tell him you were looking for the penny you lost.
Roll you. Ah, yes, beautiful. And I gotta flip this thing. Coolest beans. It's gonna be a natural 20,
Let's
and for a total of
go.
22.
He rolled a 6. Sometimes sometimes I'll let you guys know how badly the thing failed on my end, just because I think it's entertaining. So you see his Mercer kind of, his eyes kind of fixate on you for a second. And he goes, "Well, I'm right here helping your worthless coworker. I'd appreciate it if you got back to work, thoh."
Damn.
Rude.
This is a
Dang!
toxic work environment.
Where is
No.
HR? Where is HR?
Worthless. But like,
Ooh.
I thought Anthony left months ago.
I don't know who this Anthony is, but he sounds terrible.
I don't I don't know who this Anthony is, but he sounds disappointing.
That's what is disappointing.
But thanks so much. So we're gonna go, and we have a fossil to clean. So,
And I suggest you
Don't I
get
go?
on it. Principal Randall, come to me in my office so we can have some privacy. And you go as he sees, and the principal, she just kind of like eyes you real quick, just kind of
As
a
she
look of
does that-
disgust.
as she does that, Stevie's gonna give her the biggest smile and a wave.
She walks in and goes in the office, and they close the door.
Never change, Stevie. Never change.
So of course Stevie's gonna, come on, Terry, let's go. She also closes the door to their office. And she starts like buzzing around the fossil, as she like kind of pulls them in. I was able to find something, um, and Terry knows about the Dino Gems. Yeah.
Yes.
So you know those Dino Gems he's been really into. Um, he has reason to believe that there is one right here in this
Like
very fossil. Yeah,
like in the skeleton?
yeah, yeah. In this fossil right here.
Where?
It's
And you
amazing.
kind of like you're looking at it as the whole thing is pretty much you've got it in pieces, but you have it displayed there, and you're like, what could possibly hold? And you both kind of make eye contact, and you both immediately look at the head.
Just thinking that. Um, and so do we have like a tool that would find anomalies in like through surfaces or something?
Absolutely.
Geiger
There we go.
A Geiger counter. Yes. Um, I'm gonna, if you're gonna use some type of tool like that to try to locate the Dino Gem, I'm gonna make this a technology roll.
Cool beans. That is wonderful. That is okay. Wait a minute. What are you? Okay, so that's going to be a 21.
Nice.
Okay.
hot.
It just takes you a few minutes, but the first thing that you do, and it's funny that Jay said that it is similar to a Geiger counter, except you're looking for a certain type of mineral, and you're looking for the certain type of mineral that the Dino Gems have been made out that are comprised of the Dino Gem.
Mm-hmm.
You immediately, as you're, it's almost like a wand. It almost looks like a wand with a cord that comes off to the like a handle and a small dial on a like a almost a lunchbox size. And as you go, it immediately pegs when you get near the mouth of the head.
Um, so to which she's going to signal that over to Terry, and I assume they're going to go immediately start working on, like again, slowly chipping away. And as she says, as they're working, she's going to communicate, when we find this, we gotta hide it somewhere. Um, he cannot find this. Um, do we like have a lead box or something that can be put in?
Yeah, there's plenty of like what would look it would look similar to like a Halliburton case, but it's definitely like encased in lead and definitely for the protection of very special fossils or very delicate ones.
Like we gotta make sure that we make this harder than your average Easter egg hunt. As they continue to get the gem from the mouth of the raptor.
It takes roughly about 20 to 30 minutes, but eventually you clear away a lot of the debris that was holding the mouth shut. And Terry uses like this very fine like a separator, almost like a clamp to hold the jaw open. And that's when you both see it. There's a bright green light coming from the back of the mouth, and where there would normally be a tooth, in the recess of the tooth is a green gem.
Can't believe it. And she's gonna run and grab said container, um, so that they can contain it. He was right. And he cannot know he was right.
Well, he's already tough to deal with. We certainly don't want him to know that.
Also, is the principal still there? Like, have we heard
Um,
like leaving?
I'll say that in the time that you've been working, you guys definitely heard her leave and the clacking of high heels in a lab. You definitely heard her go and leave.
Weird that the principal of a high school would be here. Of all people, you know?
Terry is, while he's still kind of working and cleaning up, he's kind of like, well, nothing about this seems normal to me.
It's not, but of all the things that could be not normal, that's one of the things that just, there's just an additional red flag. Or at least yellow. Hmm. I don't know. Maybe she's asking him to like another career day, which is kind of weird that those are still happening.
Maybe they're dating.
No, not not dating there.
You don't think
I
so?
don't know if she's Mercer's. I don't think she's Dr. Mercer's type.
What is Dr. Mercer's type?
Um, uh, I, that's a great question. Um, a statue.
Touche.
Because, yeah, that seems about right.
Stevie, you don't even need to make a roll for this. You have noticed that extracting the green dino gem, it has not bonded to you because you're already bonded to one.
Right.
It doesn't seem to react to Terry in any way.
Hmm. I'm sorry. I wonder if it wants to bond to someone and they're just not here.
You say it wants to bond. What, like you think that the stone chooses you? You think the gem chooses you? Like it's alive?
I don't think
Stone
so.
chooses the ranger, Harry.
Like, humanity has a very long history with crystals and gems speaking to them through the universe. And, like, is this one speaking to you?
No, Stevie, the gem is not speaking to me.
Hmm.
I,
And perhaps it's calling out to someone else, but we need to contain it in the meantime.
it is with that we will pan away from Reefside. We now go to Summer Cove. Anna.
Hello.
It's been a very long day. You've made your way back home. Sometimes the constant barrage of news, the information that's so easily available in your newsfeed, all of the doom and gloom and the everything from attacks, earthquakes, it's just it's you're just inundated with like negative and just bad news everywhere. And it's very easy to fixate on and it's very easy to get focused on. And you're just looking for a few moments peace. And you're kind of like, all right, phone off, TV off. I need to shut all of this out. This is not helping me at all. I'm going to ask you in that moment, would you please make an alertness check for me?
Yeah. A 9.
Oh,
Oh.
You
well,
and these O's, man.
as you kind of sit down on your couch, Something catches you out the corner of your eye, out the window. And it looks like a housefly, but it's 10 times larger than a normal housefly. And there's a camera strapped to it.
Of course there is.
And you notice this bug about the size of a small dog with a camera strapped to it. And it's filming you.
Huh.
Immediately on your TV, you see yourself popped up. The live feed of you, and there's narration on it. Coming this fall to Galaxy Warriors is the new hero. Well, she's not doing anything impressive right now, but she's a real warrior. Trust me. It's gonna be amazing.
Yeah. Is it?
In this stuttering, you see as the visage of this horrible-looking creature immediately takes the place of the live feed of you. And you see an entity that is known as Galvanax. And he introduces himself. I'm choosing you, warrior. I'm choosing you. You're going to be the star of my show. You're going to bring ratings back. Not that we need them. We have the most awesome show of all time, but I'm saying that you're definitely going to save me. I mean, no, I'm just saying that you've been chosen for this elite show. You're going to fight for the entertainment of others. Earthlings are into that, right?
Not this one, but okay.
I'm just saying, listen. And you see, is he steps a little further, into the camera, and he's like, listen, I really need help. This show is about to go belly up, okay?
Just an overworked producer, guys.
Just trying to do my job here, okay?
Listen, I know people who know people. I know that you're one of the last remaining Rangers in the galaxy. I'm just saying, you could save me. Listen, I'll pay you whatever you want.
It's not about the payment. Saving. Well, I mean, you hit my Achilles heel there. So I'm mildly interested. Let's hear more.
Listen, I'm saying I have gathered the most impressive warriors throughout the galaxy who said yes to my proposal. And they are going to fight for the entertainment of everyone. That's like the spiel of the show. Don't worry, this isn't live going out. This is just you and me. I don't know if I explained that. This is just you and me. It's a point-to-point thing. And this is my pitch, okay? And I really do need ratings. We're getting ready to be canceled, and the people I work for, when you get canceled, you get...
Well, when lives are in danger, how can I say no at that point? You've kind of twisted my arm.
That is great. That is great.
I'm sorry. I couldn't help it.
I wasn't ready, Dex.
I'm trying to keep it together.
Yeah. All right. You see, is this MC? Then we'll be in touch. I promise. Because I'm always filming my up-and-coming stars. Or, in this case, star, because it's only you. But, yes. You could save my hide. This would absolutely work. Now, trust me. You're not in any real danger. I'm just gonna send monsters at you from time to time. And all you gotta do is take them out. And don't die.
That sounds a lot like someone who's trying to cause some danger, but I mean, again, if it's for the greater good of saving some lives, because I don't particularly enjoy losing people.
Well, we only lose people if they lose the fight. That's the only time we lose people.
Okay.
Literally, it's a one-man show. Nobody's helping me. I'm literally the only person doing anything around here besides the bug cams.
Yeah, about that, consent is important. We may need to talk about that.
You're right, we do, because I'm gonna send you all the paperwork and forms so you can consent to everything that happens in the show. And that will be delivered to you promptly by a very large bug cam. It's the thing that you saw in the window there for a bit.
He has
Okay.
to sign a galactic waiver?
I just love that Tim made Galvanix more entertaining.
Someone
When
had
did Ninja
to.
Steel became so meta?
Bro,
Right?
bro, this is hilarious. Keep going, please.
Yeah, no. So, yeah. Do I have a timeline? Do I have time to look over it? I'm assuming this is going to be a really hefty document.
Yes, of course. Listen, it's just a couple pages that you'll have to sign. It's very standard stuff in my industry. I'll be in touch. Ta-ta.
Oh, okay.
And it goes off.
Bro.
You hear a very loud thud outside of your door.
Okay. So I guess I'm gonna get up. Still trying to process it all because there was a bug camera. I was just told I was going to be entertaining. I don't know if anybody has met me. Not exactly the most entertaining, but all right, I'm hoping at least that's either the contract or dinner. So hoping for one or the other. So I'm going to get up off the couch because that's where I took a seat because clearly being addressed directly by my TV is a little strange. So getting up from the couch, walking over to the door, and opening it to see what has been delivered.
It looks like about 10 to 12, if anybody remembers these. This is me dating myself, but it looks like 10 or 12 phone books stacked on top of each other.
Oh, wow.
Very familiar. Well, clearly, hands
Standard legal documents. Yeah, yep.
flames as flames because just had the world's longest day, and now I'm being told that I've got to be entertaining to save a life. One life is equal to all lives at this space, and I want to make sure everybody stays alive. And I've got to read all these documents now. Like, I haven't been reading all day, but I'm going to do it because it's who I am, because I don't leave a page unturned without reading every part of it. Because if I'm signing my life away, I need to know what I'm signing up for.
You do note that as you start to go for this monstrosity of paperwork that is the terms and services of Galaxy Warriors, you note as one of the bug cams comes back and is filming you again, you hear from the bug an audio that's accompanying you being filmed again. He goes, and this is live footage of the signing of our best warrior. This is the signing of our next star.
Wait, I haven't signed it yet. I remember consent. Hello. I didn't consent.
Yeah. That's fine. Yeah, could you introduce yourself to the audience out there? And this is your opportunity to present, Anna, what you look like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, standing at about 5'1", mighty in attitude, but not in stature. Anna goes by the name Anna because her full name is Ana Kauna, and that is named after a female Taino chief. But because most people like to butcher it, Anna K or Anna Cow, Anna is more than enough to be recognized by. We love a good this appeals to me because you know what? I love a good uniform, and so if a uniform's involved, I will be wearing it. Love some utilitarian type outfits as well, as she would be currently be rocking her usual wear, which is either some khakis, some real beat up Converse that have seen some much better days, and a tactical vest with lots of pockets. We love a good pocket. We love a good accessory. Um, so clearly pulling out a pen from that pocket automatically. I mean, there is some, again, haven't signed any, she hasn't signed anything, so she's not really up for being remotely entertaining. So you are getting a look of who she is and just her name at that point. But she's more interested in really focusing on like going through this paperwork. Because again, the last time she signed up for something and didn't truly know what was going on, well, we saw where that landed her. So, being a little more intentional about how she's signing herself up for. So, of course, is not struggling because she has an athletic build. She's a what we would call a medium. So she's a stocky individual, but she can get it done. Again, lots of sports, growing up playing sports. Being an only child meant you kept both mom and dad happy. So we did a little bit of the arts, we did a little bit of the sciences, we did a little bit of all things athletics, and just trying to make sure that she kept everyone really like excited about who she was. And so bringing that in with some particular ease, because we're not just going to stand at the door and read it. Bringing it over to the counter in her kitchen. She's a stander. I mean, that's just what she does. So I think what people would call it is a superhero pose, as she's like hands on hips, as she's like staring down and like reading through each thing. Again, if the bug is still there, the bug is literally getting the top of her dark head, which is just wavy hair, usually pulled up into a messy bun. It starts down, it ends up all the way up though at some point, depending on the time of the day or what she's working on. But at this point, it's the end of the day. So it's up in a messy bun. Probably has like 2 other pens stuck in there. It's just probably the original pen she was looking for and had to go through the tactical vest to grab a pen to eventually sign. But just flipping through the pages. Galvanix is right. It's very standard. Lots of legalese and jargon in there.
Yes, and definitely you kind of skim over some things of, the show Galaxy Warriors and their producers are not liable for any injuries, dismemberment, death, anything that could occur while performing for Galaxy Warriors.
Okay, death came up again. I thought no one was dying. If we were doing this, no one was dying. Clearly, that's being underlined and circled because we're not just gonna sign it blind. Underlined, circled, and even looking up the bug and asking the question, like, I thought we weren't talking about death. What is this?
Oh, that's just a formality, and you just hear the voice coming from a voice box connected to this bug cam.
Yeah. Just suddenly reading a lot like the warning signs on most medication. Cool. This is cool. No doubt. Gonna keep reading.
There's a part about your cut and merchandising, which is it's 10% for you. So you're kind of honestly well, in meta speak, you have a better deal than the original Ranger actors had. But
wow.
Talk about being meta.
Wow.
But it's about what the American Gladiator people got. It's not great. I don't care if anybody gets that reference. I saw that documentary.
Yeah, I saw that same documentary.
That documentary was everything. I wanted to be part of American Gladiator, so you just hit something for me that I was like, oh.
Yep.
And I think that appeals. Let's hear
I want
it.
to be blatantly clear that Jay and I are going to be in the same room as one of the original Power Rangers tomorrow.
Woo!
So hopefully he didn't just hear that.
I mean,
listen,
they spoke about it, so
they've spoken about it. I'm talking about truth.
Yep.
He's spitting.
It is not me making fun of it. It is me bringing awareness to it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Tracks.
Oh,
Yeah.
damn.
So anyway, Anna, the bug is hovering there, but you're kind of wondering that I wonder if it's like a live feed the entire time, or if they're cutting to me at times and then cutting to other things. Like it's part of the
Yeah.
entire presentation.
Yeah, definitely at top of mind because usually she's very much like does she loves her privacy, so this is clearly something that's going to really infringe upon that. Um, and again, we don't make the best decisions when we're tired, so she is thinking that, but that's not at top of mind for her right now. Again, even though being approached the way she is when at the sound or the sight of anyone potentially being in any danger, that there is that little voice inside that says that clearly you were approached for a reason, and she continues to go through each, of course, the document, continue to go to the document, making some little notations around other things that seem pretty wonky, that are just, again, where there's more mentions of like dismemberment and or death again, and all those things that would make someone who maybe just goes through their terms and conditions with a scroll, even pause. But she's even more careful as she's reading line by line.
This goes for a while,
Yeah.
and at the conclusion, you do finish. It takes several hours and it's almost like for those of us who are gamers in real life, it's almost if you were trying to read TOS, the entirety of the TOS
Uh,
for a game.
uh,
It's methodical, it's painful, it's a lot of things if you actually want to read through a lot of it. Um,
Even though you paid
but
$67 for it, you don't own it.
yes, exactly. And we will
Nintendo.
continue with the story before we all start ranting about that,
right.
because we all have very strong opinions about certain things.
You all strong opinions? What?
Yeah,
Yeah.
right. Um,
Perish the thought.
at the
So it's
end of
been a
it,
couple
Anna,
hours. Yep.
yeah, at the end of it, Anna, your mind kind of starts thinking of like, wow, he seemed really excited that I was one. He said I was one of the last Rangers in the galaxy.
Hmm.
That's new information. That's
Mm-hmm.
not something that you were aware of.
Yep.
Clearly, whoever this entity was or is, he's trying to take advantage of that for entertainment purposes. That's not any role that you have to make. This guy was not hiding that at all.
Oh,
He
yeah.
was desperate. Um, but you close your door, and now you're left with your thoughts. You're left with, what the heck is this? What is this? What is the real angle here? What is this all about?
Yep.
And it's with that we will pan out of Summer Cove. It is right now 8:45 our time. Would we like to take a break real quick? And we will continue with the rest of our Rangers.
Sure.
Yeah. All right.
Down.
I'm good
Yeah.
with it.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back after some snacks and some refills. So stay tuned. And we're live. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for being patient with us as we took a quick break. We got some refills, we got some snacks, and we're ready to kick this show back on the road. Tim, the floor is yours.
Okay. We backed away from Anarios, and we're gonna make our way to the no man's land of Angel Grove, and we are going to focus on Marcel. Marcel, it has been a long time since you heard from your your friend, I'll say. Um, it's been just you for a while, and you have continued to do your best to help out people that were, you know, taken prisoner. There are frequent prisoner convoys that come through this no man's land and the remains of what used to be Angel Grove. Um, Not too many buildings are left standing. If they are, they're very, partial. Uh, for anybody who's ever played Fallout, there's a building that used to be there. Um, but it is a very common occurrence that you found out with your ally when you travel together. The Machine Empire often has like security details and they're moving human prisoners. Could be an exchange with one of the other villainous factions. You guys haven't been able to find out too much about that. The most that you've been able to do is trying to free those people whenever you come across them. A lot of those people will you'll try to escort to safety out of Angel Grove. In several cases, you've been able to direct them to actually the Lightspeed Rescue Rangers, the ones that are still around, and that's been a bit of a like a mercy effort on your part in conjunction with them. You right now are traveling the this dead space, and this is what is known as the House of Vials territory. This is often patrolled by putty patrollers. Monsters. And beyond yourself, your ally that you worked with for a while, and the odd encounter with Lightspeed, that's pretty much been your scope for the past 7 years. But this is where we're going to pick up. You're in basically the wastelands of Angel Grove. You are currently hiding in what used to be a community center. Used to be a place where a lot of the high school students used to hang out. It was kind of adjacent to to Angel Grove High. There was like a community center, a gym. There was even a juice bar, Ernie's, that used to be here. But this is where you found some safety for now. And if you would like, you can present Marcel as he looks right now after the 7 years that he's gone through.
The best way that I can describe Marcel right now is his smile is gone, both literally and metaphorically. These past 7 years have been rough. He has saved a lot of people, but unfortunately seen a lot more go in multiple ways. Whether that be them not being alive anymore, being captured, or worse. And I'll just leave that to the imagination. He's been traveling around this wasteland that used to be Angel Grove that a lot of people have started nicknaming Devil Grove because of all the aftermath and monsters and chaos and just everything that's been going on. there are some small pockets of humanity out there that are resisting and surviving to the best of their abilities, and he just tries to help out where he can and what he does. But as far as how he looks, still has his hair. It's not as, fresh as it used to be, because finding someone to maintain your hair in the apocalypse is kind of hard, and he actually wonders to himself how people do it in the movies, because it makes absolutely no sense. How are they getting lineups? How are they getting their hair straightened? Like, the products, it makes absolutely no sense to him. And it's one of the few things that actually brings him joy and makes him chuckle from time to time. But he is also wearing a dusty Wild Forest Lunar Wolf jacket, and along with a black shirt, black pants, and some boots that have seen better days, but they are good for getting the job done. He also has a little pack with him that has the most basic of supplies, like something to sleep with, start a fire, open up cans, just the very basics of what he needs to survive the night wherever he is. A few rations here and there, but since he's in the juice bar right now, he's trying to re-up on some rations and, find maybe like a bag of chips or something that hasn't either been blown up or rotted away.
Let me have a survival check.
Okay. My character sheet real quick. Awesome. It's gonna be a 14.
14, nice. You do, in fact, find what used to be like an old vending machine that has been long abandoned. The front glass out of it has been busted open, and it's been pillaged over, but you do find a few things in there. You see like a small bag of peanuts, a couple candy bars that have been missed.
Okay, awesome. All right, let's see. Looks like it's been pretty picked through, but there are some stuff left. Let's see.
The candy bar is called, it's got a silver label and it says Tricks.
Okay. I'm with it.
Yeah. Those are for kids. I'm kidding.
Let's see. We have some Mrs. Peanuts. Got those.
Mrs. Peanuts in her stereotypical top hat.
You mean her fedora?
Oh yeah, the fedora.
Yeah.
And the boa.
Fedora and boa.
Yeah.
Fedora boa comboa.
We need art of this. Ryan, wherever you are, I know you're listening. Get on it.
Mrs. Peanuts, that's what we need you to make.
And her fedora and boa.
He made a bean mugging sticker, so.
I'm just. He's
Power
talented.
Rangers Halloween, guys.
Yup.
Mrs. Peanut and her fedora.
I love
and
it.
boa.
Hey, what good Power Ranger show didn't have a good Halloween episode? I mean,
This is very
You're
true.
not wrong.
you don't really think I have the stat block for pumpkin wrapper and I'm not going to use it. Anyway, continue.
Yes, we have our Mrs. Peanuts gonna stash some of those away. Gonna need my protein. What was the candy bar you said? Snicks?
Yeah, Tricks.
Tricks. There we go.
Instead of something that rhymes with it.
He's like, oh, sweet Tricks. Finally, I get something sweet. Haven't had that in a while. And he grabs that. He grabs.
It's a good thing none
pretty
of us have a
much-
particular speech impediment.
Say what?
Right.
It's a good thing none of us have one particular speech impediment.
Very true. He basically cleans out whatever is left in there because, stuff is hard to come by these days. So
There is
Yeah.
also a small thing of jerky. Uh, well, jerky. We'll call it a small meat stick.
Okay. Cool. All right. Small meat stick. I was trying to think of a funny name for the. Oh, there we go. Um,
It's called a fat pat.
I was about to say a thick Rick. Fat Pat. Yeah, Fat Pat meat stick. That sounds weird.
I'm
It's okay.
improvising.
Yeah, yeah.
Y'all can
We
deal.
should all go into advertising at this point. This is spot on.
I'm improving. You can deal.
Awesome, Fat Pat meat stick, man. This is a
Yeah.
smorgasbord. I'm gonna eat good tonight. This is great.
Yeah.
So he.
But that's about all you find. Yeah, the remnant of any supplies or any food to be found in this abandoned juice bar, it's been well cleaned out by now. It's not been used in years. Angel Grove High has been wrecked
Right.
in the past 7 years, and because it was one of the first stops you made when things started to go sour and y'all and the team split up. Angel Grove University got hit hard too, and it looks about the same.
Okay.
And yeah, it's Angel Grove is tough to look at now. It definitely it brings back memories for you, but some of them are painful seeing where everything's ended up now.
Mhm.
I will say one of the things that's on your mind, and it's one of the reasons that you're here, is that you were definitely thinking of a particular warehouse that was in Angel Grove. And your partner, for a time, the two of you hid some very personal things in his warehouse. And that's one of the things on your mind, and that's one of the reasons that you're in Angel Grove right now.
Okay.
If you need me to elaborate, I will PM you.
Thank you. I was just gonna ask, could I get some details about the warehouse as far as like its location, how far away I'm from it?
Yeah, you're a couple miles from it right now.
Okay.
And but you know that he kept it very close to the college.
Okay. Cool. And what time of day is it?
Right now, you're getting about midday, close to the early evening.
Okay. Cool. So I am inside the juice bar. I have just rummaged for supplies from the vending machine. I want to look around some more to see if I can find anything that can be used as far as first aid, because that's also something that's scarce to come by and should be definitely stocked up on. So is there anything around me? Can I roll like an investigation check for that?
Yeah. I'm gonna say for this,
Or this be more survival?
I'm gonna call this survival again.
Okay, cool.
Because you're still like foraging for supplies.
Makes sense.
I don't know if foraging's the right word to use for that. You're still searching for supplies.
Okay. That is a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Okay, so you use a little common sense here, and you're kind of like, high school always has a nurse's station or a nurse's like a nurse's room.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, let me check that out. And you go and you do find some old medical supplies that have been left here. Some simple things, basic bandages, antiseptic, you know, Potrin.
Gauze.
Yeah, some gauze.
Painkillers?
Over the counter.
Yeah,
Basic stuff.
very generic.
Gylenol. Badville.
Damn, we don't have any relief?
I don't know. There's no relief.
I want the good stuff.
I love how
but
we're making up brand names instead of just using the medication names. There's a pharmacist bug in our chat who's going to be very disappointed with all of us.
or very impressed.
I cannot use the official name of much.
Let's say we want to make sure we don't get sued. So I will rummage through that, put all that in my pack, and then I will make my way to, I guess, what's the most efficient exit to continue on to where I'm going?
I'm gonna at this point, I'm gonna have you make an alertness check for me.
Okay. Can do. Gonna be an 8.
8. Okay. Um, you take a glance at you basically you find an opening out of the side of the building that leads out into the street, and you kind of do a precursory glance. You don't see nothing, and you start to make your way out into the street to move on. And it's very late until you hear a noise, and it's a very mechanical uh sound of uh mechanical joints moving, just
Crap baskets.
um you take a look around, and just turning down the street of where you just walked out in, there looks to be a patrol. But the interesting thing that you immediately notice about this is these are cogs. These are Machine Empire cogs. They're in House of Vile territory.
Hmm.
You have a moment here. They haven't seen you just yet.
Mm-hmm.
What do you do?
Is there anything that I can duck behind?
Okay. I'm going to say, I'm going to make this a I want to make this streetwise, but I don't think that's right. I think this is going to be another alertness check.
Okay. Come on, baby, don't fail me. The 6.
A 6. Okay. Um, you immediately take a glance around, and you're looking for something. There's a pile of rubble off to the left that you might be able to hide behind. It's really close to the road. The only other thing you see is like an overturned trash can with a lid that's lying on the ground. You might be able to duck into the trash can and hide, but you only have a moment to get there. Because you rolled so low on it,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say
I love how it zoomed in
Yeah, I
on
was
you as
gonna
you're
say
thinking.
your camera zoomed in
Sorry.
on you while you were
I-
thinking.
No, it's
yeah,
good. It's
I'm
good.
sorry.
Really intensifying
Dramatic
the-
zoom.
You can give me an athletics.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's going to be an athletics check here for you, because you're not. I'm going to say with the low roll, you're
Uh-huh.
not going to be able to do this stealthily.
Right. I'm gonna make some noise.
You're going to make some noise.
Okay.
So you have I'm going to give you a choice on which
Mhm.
one you want to go. If you want to hide behind the rubble or the trash can, and you're going to make it an athletics roll.
Okay. So the rubble's by the road, right?
Yes.
Um. Hmm. Damn. If I feel like if I go by the rubble, there's a chance there could be like something else that could potentially see me. I'll go by the trash can.
Okay. Go into the trash can. Roll me the athletics.
It's a 12.
Okay, better. With that, you basically get a running start, and you want me to describe this for you, or do you want to tell me how you go into the trash can?
So
I don't want to take the moment from you.
um so upon seeing the robot, uh there's like a split second of freezing, like fight or flight kicks in, and my mind goes flight, and I just kind of do like a quick glance. I'm like, trash can, good enough. And I just dash for it, run towards it, and just do like a nice dive into it because I'm hiding inside of it, correct?
Yes,
Okay,
that's the idea.
yeah. Actually, no, not a dive. I do a jump so I can kind of land in it and just like that, kind of.
Okay. You do that. It's kind of like a Jackie Chan move where you kind of slide and you try to slide into the overturned trash can and grab the lid and try to cover. You leave a
Yeah.
little crack there so you can try and see out of it,
Hmm.
but you're kind of like, okay, I can't move anything now. They're getting too close.
Yeah.
And what you hear this whirring, shifting of mechanical gears and everything as the cog patrol comes directly down the street where you just hid, hearing the noise. And you note that it's a sizable group. It's about you can't see all of them coming, but you're kind of counting them as they go. You're like, you're 8, 10, 12. Like, it's a large group. And then you notice why. It's because there's a larger like figure leading the group of cogs, and you see a mechanical figure that's kind of got like a green cape on his back. A lot of the mechanical pieces, a part of him, have been painted green, holding a metallic blade. Will you give me? I think this is going to be culture.
Okay.
I think that's what we do for history here. Yeah, give me a culture check.
Okay. I do have a specialization in grid lore for this as well.
Yes.
It's going to be a 14.
14. That's good enough to at least identify the figure. This is Prince Gasket.
Oh,
Oh.
okay. He's grown up.
Yes. Yeah,
Been
not to
drinking
be
his oil.
confused with not to be confused with Sprocket, which was the smaller one from the series. This is the older
Oh,
son.
okay. Gotcha.
If you need me to, I can share a picture of Gasket. Yeah. This is the older son of King Mondo of the Machine Empire. This is Prince Gasket.
Cool. I can look him up.
And he is with his wife Archerina, which is a feminine looking machine in a like pink onesie and sorry, I forgot the word, and a bow and arrow. So he is with his wife Archerina,
I'm looking him up
and
right now.
there is an entire company of cogs behind them. In total, about 20 cogs with Gasket and Archerina. And once again, this is setting off red flags for you because this is House of Vile territory. They are definitely trying to make a move on something.
What the hell? We're still PG-13, right?
Yes.
Okay. What the hell are they doing here? This this is not their territory. Like, are they trying to start a turf war? What is going
Um,
on?
I'm going to give you an opportunity here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to make this an infiltration roll.
Okay.
This is just for you to overhear. See what you can overhear as they pass by.
Okay. It doesn't matter. It's a 2.
Oh, I'm sorry. There is a lot of noise from the marching of the cogs. The only part of their conversation that you hear is when they are clearly very, very close to your trash can. You do overhear Prince Gasket speaking to Archerina and about how the reports say that the crystal could be found in their territory, but I think it's a wild goose chase.
Okay.
You hear that she replies to him, but you don't make out what she says as they're walking away.
Okay.
Now, what was that total that you did for hiding in the trash can?
It was a 15? 14?
15?
14, I
Okay.
believe.
14. Okay. The cog patrol marches by. They do not seem to notice you. You wait a moment. You wait for the sound of the mechanical noises and the marching to quiet, to get lower, lower until you can't hear it anymore, until you're absolutely sure that it's safe to come out.
Okay. I wait about maybe a couple minutes just to make sure I don't hear any more clanking, or the clanking is noticeably far away. Then I carefully and as quietly as I can lift up the lid and get out of the trash can and just kind of dust myself off and just kind of think like that was entirely too close, like they shouldn't be here. What is going on?
Mm-hmm.
What crystal are they looking for? um and that I need to hurry up and get to the supplies ASAP, and worry about that when I can,
Yeah.
because this is priority 1.
Okay. And with that, we will pan away from Marcel and we will go to Mariner Bay.
For that, I love the idea of like Marcel coming out of the trash can. After 10. Wait, wrong dumpster.
You have no idea how hard it was
Full
to
circle
not,
moment.
Right?
to not name this day of the dumpster,
Right?
or another day of
Redux.
the
Another
dumpster.
day of the dumps.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Anyway,
I just thought of something that would have been funny and also sad at the same time.
yeah,
If he would
you
have
can add it.
okay, if he would have done that, after 10,000 years, I'm finally free. There's nobody here.
Okay.
Oh,
Get out.
You had me in my feels as you were describing things, though. Like, I'm sitting here like, oh my gosh, I'm not emotionally stable enough to be listening to this right now.
and this is
Okay.
Wendy's.
Also, one more thing I'd like to add.
Okay.
Before
One more thing.
Things pan over.
Speaking of Jackie Chan references,
Marcel also whispers to himself, "Shut up! I know. All right, I'll figure it out later." And then I'll let you guys cut over.
In response,
So
you hear a whisper back. Yeah, that was close.
I just have this mental image of Marcel actually controlling the camera. He's like, okay, now you can go. Marcel
Just
breaks the
fourth
fourth
wall
wall.
break. Okay, now you can go.
I mean, maybe he's at a mental break.
We now go to Mariner Bay. Deacon, it's been a long day. It's been a steady stream of people who need medical attention, a steady stream of wounded. And this has just been my life for the past 7 years. Holy crap. This. Okay, what's wrong? There's a bit of a cynicism that kind of comes with, kind of similar to what Anna was feeling with just the news. And then there's like you, it's a little different because it's like there's always somebody who has slash marks from a monster attack. There's always somebody who has cuts and bruises from putty patrollers, cogs. It's it's never ending. Um, and it's also a newer development for you that many of them have scars and marks on their wrist from being shackled and then being freed after.
So, Deacon is there, and I assume we're in the Aqua base.
Yes, we're gonna start there at the Aqua Base. I was actually gonna say that in your particular case, I was gonna say that you are directly next to your Zord
Got it.
for
So
just for this scene and for this, the Zord is assisting you with a lot of the medical treatment that
yeah,
in it.
okay, cool. So, he's there, and you see first the Zord behind him. It's about 4 stories tall, and looks like what once should have been an ambulance, maybe now ambulance plus. It's got a giant spiked bumper going across the front of it. And it looks like it's got a few dents and scratches on the bumper and on some of the paint where this thing has seen some stuff. Um, the red plus sign on the side that is just the universal medical vehicle looks like it's been painted over a couple different times with fresh coats of paint, but they've ran out of the same colors, so it's like a blend of different colors and shades of red. um and he's sort of there doing triage, and there's a woman back yelling, "I have a headache. I need something. Please, ma'am, I'll be with you in a moment. Please just wait your turn. Thank you." Okay, so, sweetie, I know the wrists, they hurt. Um, let me, and he goes into this very large, it looks like a backpack first aid kit, and he reaches his arm in, and it goes in deeper than it should. Like he's having to dig down, and it looks like he's actually going through the ground. And he pulls out a salve. He's like, okay, so we're gonna put this on once in the morning, once at night. Don't do, I know it's gonna be tempting to do more. And she's just like, okay. Now, you're gonna stay here in the base, right? No more exploring?
Yes, I promise.
Okay. Now, do me a favor. Don't tell anyone. He reaches in and he pulls out what flavor you want.
Green.
Good choice. Hands are a sucker. Um, so next, and he's just cycling through people endlessly, and it's just different case after different case, and some there just need some brief attention, some need something more, but every single one of them needs something he can't provide, and that is the guarantee that this isn't going to happen again.
It's in that moment that while you're attending to all of these survivors, all of these, wounded civilians, um, the Lightspeed Red Ranger comes up and undoes the helmet, and your direct higher up, Red Lightspeed Ranger Dana Mitchell. How many is that?
63? No, 64. I forgot about the twins. I thought it was the same person coming through twice, but no, identical slash marks.
Finish the last bit of this group, and I'll relieve you for a while. You
Okay.
need some time.
Thanks,
You've been
Dana.
push you've been pushing too hard.
Oh, thanks. I thought it was a good hair day. And he kind of sweeps, like, the hair is starting to drip to his face, and he kind of sweeps it back. You see, like, the pink highlights in it.
Yeah.
And he's got these, his Lightspeed rescue jacket, and you see on his right arm, it first kind of looks like an armband, but at closer inspection, anybody who saw him before, it's actually the remnants of his Angel Grove University hoodie. That at one point was destroyed, and this is all that's left of it.
Yeah.
And he's just like, okay, let me get these. Did we find any more bandages? I'm starting to pull from the bag, and it's not giving me more bandages. It's just giving me bed sheets, which I can make do, but sometimes eh.
Supplies are getting low. We'll see what we can scrounge. I'll see what I can give you and what we can spare. It's not much.
Yep. Story of our life. All right.
Yeah.
Next.
She just kind of like nods, just in a way, kind of over your shoulder, but not like in a disapproving or menacing way. She's just kind of like trying to help, and she knows that there's just no comfort in this situation at this point. It's an endless stream of, yes, injury, but also sorrow.
They're just kind of like, most of them aren't even like actual wounds. It's mostly just malnutrition. Like, I can put a band-aid on it, but that's not going to put food in their stomachs. We've got to figure something out. Is Chad going with? Did we find the person? He said. Did he actually find a mermaid? Is that a thing?
She just kind of shakes her head. No.
Okay. I mean, at least they might have been able to help us fish or something. All right. We'll figure it out. We always do. That's why we're Rangers, right?
Yeah.
Any word from command?
Haven't heard from the commander yet. We're in a holding pattern here. More and more patrols are getting further and further away from Angel Grove. They're branching out now. They're expanding. There's reports of, well, you've noticed it. There's been more and more of these victims that have come with electrical burns.
Did you see the woman with the pacemaker?
Yeah.
Okay.
We have to hold Mariner Bay. There's no place else for these people to go.
There's got to be something we can exploit. A weakness is something.
If you
Doc,
would.
go
Oh,
ahead.
go ahead. Sorry.
I was going to say, in Dr. Fairweather, no progress.
We're in the same place we were before.
If I could just get... I know I'm the only person who can do this. I need a clone of myself, or 7, or 10, or sleep. Something. Coffee? No, we ran out of coffee 2 months ago.
You need to get you some
Sorry, I
sleep.
went somewhere else. What?
Yeah, she basically goes, I just said, you need to get some sleep. I'll take over here. You know
Okay.
the drill. Stay close to the alarm in case there's more incursions.
Yeah. Here's the bag. If it runs out of stuff, wait 10 minutes and usually it refills or something. I don't know how it works. And he goes into the back bay of the ambulance is just open, and it's the 3 or 4 stories high and of just like medical beds. And at the very top, he climbs a ladder and he goes all the way to the back, and he draws closed like a little hospital privacy curtain, and you just hear thunderous snoring.
Okay. You do get a bit of a nap in. I'll say you get about 30 minutes in.
Oh, that's a full night's rest. Let's go.
And this is what awakes you from your slumber. Scotty, this is what drags your attention away from packing. Stevie, this is what draws your attention away from the dino gems. Anna, this is what draws you away from your entire day and your encounter with this Galvanax creature. Marcel, this is what immediately you hear upon getting out of that trash can. It is a recording that comes through each of your personal communicators. And it pitches up and down through the entire message. Rangers! Rangers!
Could I?
Rangers! Rangers! Angel Grove! Hey, Rangers! Angel Grove! Return!
What the? First these machines, now this message. What is happening today?
Immediately, Scotty's gonna pull his morpher. It's very similar to the Shadow Ranger morpher. It's the almost all black with the gold SPA letters across the front, except the trim on it is red. As he pops it open, Alpha? Alpha! And he's just like tapping every button to try to get some kind of stronger signal on it.
There is nothing.
Um,
The message cuts off, and that is all each of you hear.
did Terry hear that next to Stevie?
That's cocked. Yes.
Okay.
So yeah, definitely Terry's just like looking at you, kind of like Stewie looks at Brian, and he's just like,
She's going to hand him the container and say, look after this with your life, but don't die. You're going to be great, okay? And she flies out of the room. And as she does, she's going to, she flies by it at first. Then she comes back in a whirlwind, takes the orb off of her desk, and waves goodbye to the photos. And leaves.
Deacon?
That's
what awakens you.
He bolts upright out of a dead sleep and he goes, Connor! What? Huh? Dana? Dana, please tell me you heard that, or else I need Grippy Sock vacation.
Not Grippy Sock vacation.
Oh wow! I gotta wonder though, what's that like in the SPD world? I gotta imagine they treat their mental health program very, very well.
it takes you a moment, Deacon, but you notice that standing in the Zord with you is Commander Carter Grayson. And
Uh,
he and you just see
Everybody, we are, and by we I mean I am beyond sorry that my computer decided to just die on us mid big scene. So sorry for that. I will be editing this. I will be going back and reposting this in a much cleaner version on the YouTube. So thank you for your patience. We left off, Tim, with Carter Grayson addressing Deacon.
Yeah, and basically what it was Cart, and I'll give everybody the recap on that scene, or at least the end of it, was that Carter Grayson basically gave him instruction that if Deacon does not report back, he doesn't make any contact in 3 days, that they were going to send somebody to go look for Deacon.
There may or may not have been some flirting.
And absolutely, Deacon was flirting with Carter.
I mean,
And it was not discouraged.
The
That was the takeaway from that scene.
Carter Grayson's a very attractive man.
We then did pivot to another scene, but we're gonna kind of do a redo of that one now. We went back to focus on Anna, and upon hearing the message from this broken, down-pitched, up-pitched message from Alpha, or at least that's what you assume, Anna touched her communicator and it immediately teleported her to an unknown location.
Whoosh, it's been a day. It's been a day.
And that's where I was going to pick up. I was going to mention to the other four of you that each of you have a flashing light on your communicator. Just a constant pulse on one of the buttons on the communicator. Anna, your body is charged with white electric energy, and you dematerialize into pure white energy, and you shoot off into the sky to an unknown location. And it is with that, moments later, you come back down and land, and you find yourself in the middle of a completely demolished college.
All right. Well, we're gonna have a superhero landing because that's if you're coming down, bam, superhero landing.
So bad for the knees.
You know what? She has she can get her Meg the Stallion needs in. It's okay. And pops herself back up. Yeah, after a minute because getting your bearings, and of course is doing a check around because we have a demolished college again. She's also, remember, she was just asleep not too long before that on the couch, so still just trying to be like, is this real life? Also, as well, like, still feeling like half the time she's asking herself that question consistently throughout her life, especially recently, but like, what is actually going on? So, like, desperately, like, trying to see if she can focus in on anything, if there's anything that, that has a certain, like, whether it's a sign or anything to that effect, just so she can, like, just really get her bearings about where she's at in that moment.
Give me an alertness check.
Right?
Which for you, I think you got a D2 to add to that.
Mm-hmm.
Flip it a coin.
13.
Or use 13, not bad. Excuse me. A little precursory glance around to get your bearings. Not hard to notice like an insignia over top of like an archway to one of the hallways, and it is AGU on a shield. It is Angel Grove University, or at least what used to be Angel Grove University. Uh, perhaps a while ago this was a functional college. It is no more. It holes in the roof, several walls knocked out. With you have absolute clear views of the street. Um, this place has been wrecked, demolished, all of the above.
Yep.
Um,
So she would be starting to move around, like again, like seeing the holes in the walls, but more so just starting to move a little further into maybe this toward the center or what she assumes is the center, away from big wall and big hole in wall to more toward the centralized location to see if she comes across anybody or anyone, since if she assumes if I showed up in this space the same way, maybe somebody else did as well or somebody else's. So really just making her way around. I'm sure there's glass crunching underneath. Um, our girl loves again, we're in our very beat up Converse, so I'm sure probably not the most comfortably traversing around in. So she's trying to be careful, also knowing just what she knows about collapsing buildings in general. Like we just want to stay away and stay on more sort of clear paths. So there's a lot of ducking and dodging.
mhm.
The two of those D's of dodgeball in that space, just to make sure
Nice.
she's not
Yes.
running into anything or like making more and really trying her best also to like just not cause too much attention, because again, a white beam of light is attention enough. So really just trying to assess the situation without bringing it too much additional attention.
Of course. You do that. And as you kind of explore a little bit of the college itself, the campus, there's a part of you that there's a little bit of a sadness. It's kind of like, gosh, this place when it wasn't looking like this, I wonder what this looked like. I wonder what this could have been. Like this is a really like it's huge. It's very impressive. Like it's a shame that like so many other landmarks that it's just laid waste and it's destroyed, and it's just a sad reminder of how things are right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
For her, I think it also it is there is some sadness in obviously not having her own personal connection, but coming from a family of academics and historians and herself being in that same space, to see and of course preservation and conservation being very big for her, in that way of seeing something that has in fact just completely deteriorated is another foundation of knowledge that no longer is there. And so like there is that sadness, but also that like righteous indignation to want to find out what even more so what's going on, because part of what she does is preserving what little pieces of those broken society are still around. So like there is that sadness, because even though that she doesn't have her own personal connection, there is that empathy toward it because of what has been lost in that academic space.
Yeah. Um,
So, if I may,
yeah, Deacon.
Deacon sees the flashing light on his communicator, and he kind of looks at Commander Grace and he's like, "You've never seen someone teleport before, have you?"
He just kind of raises an eyebrow.
Yeah, it looks weird.
Deacon, your body starts to dematerialize and you feel electrically charged for a moment as you are converting from solid matter to energy, and you become a pillar of pink energy and light, and you teleport away.
So, I'm assuming that he lands at AGU.
We'll get there.
Okay.
Um,
I have a scene to play out whenever
sure.
we get there.
Marcel, you see a flashing light from your communicator after the garbled transmission from Alpha.
He's going to look at his communicator very confused because it hasn't worked in years. He's tried sending out messages, like he tried a lot in the beginning with no response, and he tried less and less over the years, and now it's essentially just a memento that he looks at every now and then, and he even wonders to himself, like, did I hear that, or did I hear that?
Ooh, yeah.
He also wonders to himself, like, is there anybody else around? Could anybody else have potentially heard that? Just to make sure that there's no other enemies afoot.
I'm gonna say, just for that real quick, give me an alertness check, but it's gonna be at a downshift
Okay.
because of reasons that you know.
Okay. One was a nat 20, the other one is a 3.
Oh.
This just isn't my day.
Oh no, I'm sorry. That wasn't a snag. That was a downshift. Meaning that whatever your alertness, like if it's a D4, downshift it to a D2.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay.
Yeah, not a snag. Just downshift.
Okay, so that's just a regular D20 then.
Yes, it is. Okay. So I'll let you reroll.
It's a 15.
Okay. That's good enough in the moment. You're like, okay, that wasn't my imagination. That wasn't what's in my bag. No, I heard that. That was a message from Alpha. That was absolutely a message from Alpha.
Okay. Well, after realizing that it wasn't actually a real message, he's going to slowly lift up the communicator to try to speak into it and, push a button, and it's just like, hello? Alpha?
Pushing the button. You're specifically pressing the button that's not flashing.
Oh no, I'm gonna press the button that's flashing.
Okay, yeah. As you start
Sorry.
speaking, your body dematerializes into black energy and
Push the
black
button.
electricity, and you teleport. Stevie?
So Stevie at this point has like flown to like a bathroom or a restroom or something like that.
Yeah.
And she has a bag, puts the orb inside, and just bam, presses the button immediately.
Stevie, your body dematerializes and you feel a charge of electricity around you for a moment as your body slowly becomes yellow energy and you teleport away. Scotty.
Oh.
Oh. Yeah, no, just
nothing.
everybody's teleporting.
Yeah.
Scotty, as you're like putting things in your bag, and then you hear the garbled message from Alpha from your old communicator.
Oh boy. He's gonna pick up the communicator because it's actually in a specific spot next to a particular item, and he sees It's like, oh, I know what this is. He opens the SPA, his SPA communicator. Chief Kruger, I'm gonna depart immediately for my mission, and I'm gonna start in Angel Grove. As he clicks it closed, throws what's left of the clothes he was trying to pack in his bag, grabs another particular item that was sitting right next to the communicator. Make sure he has the SPA one on his belt, and he yells, "Sky!" and waits for Cadet, I'm going to assume Cadet Tate, to come around the corner.
Yes, it is Cadet Tate. as he comes around the corner, and you see kind of Frank, sir, yeah?
Want to see something cool?
As your body dematerializes, you feel the conversion from solid matter to red energy. Anna, it is at this moment where you're kind of making sure that you don't leave like a footprint, like not, trying to go unnoticed, that you feel directly behind you, like you feel like some of your hair start to like static cling and kind of stand up, some of it stand up on end. And as you kind of turn, you see yellow, pink, black, and red energy all converge on where you just landed moments ago. Right in the middle of the commons of what used to be Angel Grove University. It appears that the message came with actual coordinates that put you guys very close to the command center, maybe? Put you in Angel Grove, that much you know.
Yep.
And
So-
for the first time in 7 years, 4 of you see each other for the first, Anna for the first time, and each other for the first time in 7 years.
I feel
So
like very Spider-Man Mimi right now. But
immediately, Stevie is charged with so much excitement that her hair tends to take a life of its own as it's standing on end, and she is buzzing around Deacon, Marcel, and Scotty, and just giving them all hugs and just like, how are you doing? And she's just jumping to the next person before they can answer. When she gets to Deacon, she's just like, Deacon, oh my gosh, oh wow, you did something really nice with your hair. I really like that. And she just flies over to Marcel.
Wait, you got it right?
And then she flies over. She flies over to Marcel. Do you see Donnie's hair? I think it looks great on him.
There it is.
Yeah, I shouldn't have guessed. The first thing that Anna sees is that behind Deacon is a statue of what appears to be him.
So
And Deacon is very pointedly not looking at it. And
Meanwhile,
the statue
that's all
also
she can look at.
has a golden retriever dog next to it, like as part of the statue.
There's definitely, like, Anna's definitely looking from statue to Deacon to statue. Also, with all the energy that Stevie is bringing, like, she is cautiously almost like taking a step back, just like not knowing who everybody is. There's familiarity because she sees Deacon and statue Deacon, and is like trying to figure that out, but is also equally like, what just happened? Like, again, she's still trying to get her bearings. Nobody looks very familiar, but like the energy is like palpable coming from Stevie in the best way.
Just for added brush strokes, I'm going to say that the statue that looks very similar to Deacon is kind of like an ancient Greek statue, in that like the arms are missing.
Oh.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, that's right.
You lost your arms in war. Oh, sorry. Robin Hood Men in Tights.
But beyond that, the likeness is very
uncanny.
Can we have a moment where Deacon is behind the statue and his arms become the statue's arms?
Amazing.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Amazing.
So Deacon kind of looks around and he's like, Scotty, how's it going?
Deacon, long time no see. As he does like give like a quick like pat hug to Stevie, because she's not even around, like hugging him long enough for him to recover. Like,
oh no,
to
she gives one of the those quick squeezes before she moves on to somebody
He's
else.
just like, yep. As he goes to
Amazes me that some people just never change.
Right. As he goes to walk over to you, Deacon, you see Scotty shoulder check Marcel and just walk past him.
I would like to insight check the hell out of that.
Yes.
OMG, does Stevie notices?
Stevie, give me an alertness check. I think for the same thing, Deacon. I think when we do insight, I think it's alertness for this.
Alertness? Okay. Okay, so that's a D20. Alright, okay, that's respectable. Let's see if I boost
After
it.
that happens,
Specifically, not enough to like knock him over, but it's pretty blatant what the intent was.
That is
13.
going to be a 16.
Okay, so Stevie, you absolutely noticed this. He wasn't really hiding it, so you definitely noticed the shoulder check. Deacon, well, I'll say with a 16, guys, he at least gets a bead on the situation. What does he glean? He obviously can't glean everything, but
There is a
Yeah,
lot,
not Sherlock Holmesing this,
there's
but
a
like
lot of tension right now between the two.
You got
Almost-
a problem?
Almost no eye contact.
You got a problem?
You know I do.
Speak on it.
You still wearing it?
And what if I am?
That's what I thought. And he just walks past
Guys.
Marcel and shakes Deacon's hand. It's good to see you again, Deacon.
hey, buddy.
Sorry, we can't all be Mr. SPD. I'm sorry, SPA, because you're so special. You got to be the first letter of the alphabet.
Okay, this isn't exactly how I envisioned this reunion. Where's Troy and Sky? And sorry, I deepest apologies. Did not mean to exclude you. Hi, my name's Deacon.
I was waiting for an entrance. Nice to meet you, Deacon. I'm Anna. Didn't want to interrupt. Seems like you all know one another.
Big broody one. That's Scotty.
Mm.
Slightly smaller, even more broody one. That's new. That's Marcel, and the bumblebee of a person that you see over there is Stevie. You haven't seen somebody. Yeah, that's normal. You haven't seen possibly somebody walking around with a camera being particularly obnoxious, saying buzzworthy, or maybe a rampaging lizard nearby?
Well, not yelling buzzworthy, but there was a camera around, but not here. Are you all Galaxy Warriors too?
What's a galaxy?
What?
are those?
Galaxy,
Huh?
what?
Okay. So, not what we're talking about.
Tim,
yes.
having been off world for so long, would I know what Galaxy Warrior is?
That is a culture roll.
Okay, so I don't have anything in culture, so this will be a snag.
This will be a snag.
Okay, let's see.
How? So I know I have grid lore, but like, how much of Power Rangers do I know? Like, up to what season is?
That's a good question.
It was a 14 and a
it's
nat
been
1.
7 years.
A nat 1.
Been too
All
busy
right.
to watch TV.
Scotty, I'm gonna say for the nat 1, you're gonna take a downshift on your next roll.
Alrighty.
We do have a PowerPoint,
But that does go to story points.
It does.
Yeah,
That puts you at a
7.
total of 7 now.
Okay.
Yep. I'm keeping track of them.
By
man,
the
you
way,
can
as a
focus.
point of order, because that just happened to him, let's all remember, if you don't have a point in the ability and you have to roll a d20 flat, you're doing that at a snag. You don't have a d2 in the ability, and I ask you to do intimidation, and you have nothing in intimidation, you got to roll it at a disadvantage.
Hurt.
That's fair.
That is, I'm doing that rules as written. So So, Scotty,
Yes.
the security of those data cards often it takes your attention away from a lot of other things. They kind of mentioned that in the briefing earlier in the episode here. It's that those data cards, it's the reason that the resources were allocated to making you a ranger.
Right.
That was your sole responsibility. And it often takes you away from helping more off-world problems, which you have been frustrated with
Yeah.
since becoming a Delta Ranger.
That sounds like Scotty.
But it's basically, in no uncertain terms, if you can't deal with that, then we'll find another Delta Ranger.
Right.
Like those data cards are priority.
Right.
Did somebody else roll for the lore on that, or was it just Scotty? I apologize. Did anybody else roll for that?
I think it was just me.
Yeah, I think it was just Scotty.
me
I think
because
the
I
only
was off-world, so it makes sense that I would have heard about an intergalactic show.
Yeah,
But
I
Scotty
think
hasn't
that's
watched much
sadly, sadly, I think that's the only person I'm going to allow for that role. So, sorry that you missed that one.
womp womp.
Yeah, is what it is. Scotty will respond, I don't know what that is, but I did come from space, technically.
Okay, so clearly
you're an
it's
alien?
not what it is. So we're just gonna pause here, and then why are we all here?
Well, obviously, we were called here by the universe.
Or our
Yeah, a
communicators?
little
Alpha.
too late.
So, not to be very rude to you, Miss, I know it starts with an A.
It's Anna.
Anna. Once again, sorry.
No worries.
I assume, and this will very much determine what's about to happen next, I assume you are some sort of ranger, considering you said communicator without blinking.
Your assumption would be 100% correct. And I assume since you know that I'm a ranger and you know what a communicator is, that you are all also rangers.
That would be accurate.
I mean, the color coding kind of gives it away at this point.
Well, it's not always great to assume, so.
Fair enough.
It is nice for the grid to at least influence our clothing, because trying to find this much yellow is just not helpful.
Oh, yeah, that's good for you. Do you see what it did to this? And he points to the pink highlights.
Oh,
I want to.
I thought you did that on purpose.
It looks pretty good.
Yeah,
wanna
I know
point
it
out-
looks good. That's not the point.
I want to point out that Marcel is kind of eyeing Anna suspiciously because she's the only one that he doesn't know. So he's just a little wary of strangers these days.
So,
I'm going to DM you something, Tim.
Okay.
so allow me to somewhat formally introduce myself, and then everyone else can do as they please. As another ranger, I am Lieutenant Scotty Peters of Space Patrol Alpha. It appears we all received some sort of communication that brought us back to old AGU. My theory is that it was from a once trusted friend who didn't know he was back, didn't know he was in One Piece. So, did it sound like an old radio shoved into a microwave?
kind of with an additional garble.
Yep.
But that wouldn't have been the first time I was communicating with a robot-like thing earlier in the day, so
You
So
talk to robots often?
as Scotty and Anna are having this conversation, he reaches into his backpack and he pulls out a small baggie and he just kind of discreetly passes it to himself,
Passes it to who?
to Marcel. You kind of look like you need something.
Stevie has been looking around at all the rubble
Tuck that
as
away.
everyone is talking. Does it look like there's anyone else here? It's just us in like around the campus that she can see.
Oh, would you please make me an alertness check?
Oh dear.
Could I also get in on this alertness check?
Any of you who choose to do so may give me an alertness check.
Yeah.
So that's a good
I mean-
old total of 5.
Hey guys, great news. We just got a new story point.
Oh, jeez.
I got a 14.
Oh, that's right. I have a downshift. I have a downshift, but I also have a D6 to burn.
You do. You could also use a story point to make it a normal roll.
I also got a 14.
We have an
14
excess of
gang.
story points. I'm gonna burn a story point.
Okay, that puts
I
you
mean,
at
that's what they're there
6.
for.
No, we're at a 7 now because I rolled a nat 1.
Oh,
And
you had 8 because
Yeah.
of that nat 1
Yeah.
down to
Mhm.
7. Got it.
13.
13.
not much better. 12.
12.
I should roll.
2 14s, a 13, a 12, and what did Stevie get?
15?
15? Oh, you had a
5.
15.
Five.
I was
A
hoping.
5.
I
Oh,
was hoping for
sorry.
15.
A 5. Oh, I'm sorry, Stevie. Okay. You, after these short introductions, you do take a moment to try to do a little more, even in Anna's case, do a little more of getting your bearings. Actually listen and make sure that you're alone, that nobody's watching. Anna, in particularly, you're kind of on guard about that today. You know, you're kind of looking around, looking for a giant housefly with a camera on it,
Yeah.
and you don't see anything. None of you do. There's a few dramatic pauses, silence. Doesn't appear to be anything going on in Angel Grove University anymore. But then you do hear something. You hear the shuffling of footsteps. Kind of erratic, too. And then there's a very low sound that all of you, other than Stevie, can just now start to make out. And it sounds like this.
Rat bastard.
What is that?
Well, it means
There's
your
a
day
s-
is about to get worse.
There's a sound I haven't heard in a while.
It couldn't possibly get worse.
Well,
Sweetie, I'm a
so funny
healthcare
you should
worker.
say
Trust
that.
me.
all right, Marcel, you might as well put it to use. As
Yeah,
Scotty
yeah,
is
yeah.
immediately grabbing the SPA morpher from his belt.
Oh, that's with a D2. This is going to be interesting.
I'm gonna-
Okay. The highest you guys rolled was 14.
Yes.
Yes.
Mhm.
Fucking zoom in. Excuse my language.
Hey,
Okay.
we get one per episode.
Hey, I didn't say it. I'm
Yep.
I'm the one who burned it.
Oh.
You burned our F-bomb. How could you?
Oh, Anna, welcome to the series. Unbeknownst to all of you, underneath you, the ground begins to kind of rise up and part a little. It looks very similar to like if you guys have ever seen like a mole move underground, or like the old school Looney Tunes, the Bugs Bunny trail.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's moving directly towards you guys. And unbeknownst to any of you, a,
Um,
cre- a creature pops up out of the ground. So you didn't see it coming.
I have one thing to add to that, though.
You got something? Go
I
ahead.
cannot be surprised.
Scotty, you cannot be surprised. So, in that moment, a giant mole pops up out of the ground, and I will send you all a picture.
Oh,
No.
Okay, look,
Here
if
we
Kevin
go.
Bacon and Fred
I
Ward
know.
show up,
I know what's coming.
That was the only I
You know
had,
what it-
Tim. I have. That's the one cool thing I got from being a Green Ranger. Is I got.
I
to-
have one job on this ship. It's stupid, but I'm gonna do it.
I took the 360 awareness boon, so
It's tough to get a picture of this sucker.
If it's the one I think it is, just the visual alone. Ugh.
at least it's not a rhino and the putties aren't wearing shoulder pads. Which is all
It
I
was-
wanted from it's all I
it was
wanted from
fashion.
season
Yeah.
1.
Okay, 1 second. Sorry for the dramatic pause, everybody.
This dramatic
It's
pause
just-
is brought to you by our sponsors.
It's very important that I surprise them in their chat that nobody else can see, okay?
This dramatic pause is brought to you by Peach City Inc. Go check them out at Texoma Comic-Con tomorrow and Sunday in Durant, Oklahoma.
say hi to us while you're there.
And say hi to us, because myself and Cody will be there.
Aha! Yes, it worked.
Oh no.
Awesome. I sent it to the Renegade Ranger chat.
But why?
Oh, this little bastard.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Pops up out of the ground,
Yup,
Scotty,
yep.
and since you can't be surprised,
Yep.
He looks like a rejected street shark.
Oh,
You say
probably
that
why
out
he's
loud.
mad.
Yeah,
Okay,
he's mad he
Marcel
got
just used vicious
rejected.
mackery.
Yeah, Marcel
Um,
is mockery now.
I'll take it. The Green Ranger build
Okay.
is part bard.
okay, I'm going to now roll for
Or
which one of
Black
you will
Ranger.
be the unfortunate one.
Oh no.
Jeez.
Or no, not
While
gonna
you're
sing
doing that, Tim, I have a rules question.
Sure!
I have the feature of Grid Tech 1 and
Mhm.
chose Blaster Focusers,
I'm going to use one of
which-
my points.
provides an how dare you? Provides an upshift on attacks made with Blade Blasters. Does that apply to this group currently, or is that only to Lightspeed until we've had time to mesh?
It grants you an upshift for Blade Blast? An
It
upshift for... dude, I'm
may
struggling with the
add
words.
a
An upshift
up one
for
shift
Blade
to
Blasters?
all of the
Blasters.
Blade Blaster attacks of your Power Rangers team.
Well, this is your team, buddy. You're together.
Cool. So
Yeah.
for the record, if you're using a Blade Blaster, you automatically upshift one, no matter if you're using the targeting or the might function.
Let's go.
Cool.
Nice.
Okay.
Alright.
That is everyone.
11 plus. Oh, that's a 15. Okay. So
Eeny, meeny,
Yeah.
miny, deacon.
Oh.
unfortunately, I rolled a d4 and it did fall on Deacon. Deacon unmorphed does a 15 hit.
Yes. Wait,
Okay.
evasion or toughness?
Ooh, let me look at the.
Is it a melee or a ranged attack?
It's a melee, so
So then
that
it would
will
be toughness. So I have a
toughness.
14 toughness. Isn't
So
is Mitsa
this
Bitsa here?
this will hit. No, because it was a 15 to hit you.
Right. No, but like if it had been a 15, would it? Is it Mitsa
Still
Bitsa?
would have hit you. Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
I am
Yes,
hit.
and that's the same for the monsters. If the monster's AC is 17, you roll 17, hit. So, yeah, no, I don't roll for that. You take 1 sharp damage as the Dremel takes a swipe at you with one of its claws and just like rips through, puts like a rip into your lightspeed vest, and you take 1 sharp damage.
Reels back. You know how hard sewing materials are to find?
So,
Wait, you have
I
to
w-
sew your your
I
suit
was
back together?
I was hoping this will be the last thing we do before we call it a night here. Is there anything that any of you have to say in this moment?
I mean, I'd like to say it, but I'll let everyone else. Anyone else want to?
You can do it on the count of 3 and you can all say it. I don't.
All right.
Ooh.
1, 2, 3. It's morphin'
It's
time.
morphin' time.
Morphin' time!
And that's where we're going to end the episode.
Yeah.
Next week
Woo!
we are going to pick up with you guys in combat against Dremel and a Putty
go.
Patrol.
Yes.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us. Thank you for watching. We apologize for technical difficulties. We will be working on it to make things better. But thank you so much for joining us for this new season of Renegade Rangers. This new team, this new story, and it's going to be quite a ride. So stay tuned, stick around, and we'll see you guys next week.